Welcome to Madam Aisha, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Today, the Spirit led me to tap into the energy, the frequency of money. The Spirit said that there is someone out there that this reading is for. I see here that there was extreme damage to your finances, whoever this reading may be for. I see that there was extreme damage to your finances. It seems that something had occurred. Maybe there was a great loss, a certain investment, so forth. Or maybe you just didn't have any financial literacy skills. A lot of individuals aren't born into the benefit of having financial literacy, having financial education. So if you lack financial education through your upbringing, that can definitely affect you as an adult. I see here the Spirit definitely acknowledging and seeing the struggles that you went through with the great loss, the great financial damage. However, thankfully, the Spirit is saying that you are in the season of healing your finances. Some of you have already healed them, completely healed your finances. Money is also an energy. Even though it is physical, it is also an energy. It's a currency. Just as we heal from traumas, whether it may be through abuse, anything, overeating. There are certain traumas in certain areas. It could be sexual abuse, even money. People can have traumas with money. And when you start to work on your healing in that specific area, you start to overcome the conflicts that are in that situation. So a lot of individuals, they've had a battle, a tug of war with money, experiencing poverty, experience certain hardships. But when you begin to heal and you begin to learn how to manage money, learn how to make money, learn what do I need to put forth to receive that money, what do I need to change, you start healing that issue of financial damage and you begin to overcome that trauma of financial lack. So you're overcoming financial lack, you're healing. I see the Spirit say healing. And now that you have healed your finances, Spirit says to be on alert of who you invest your finances with, who you deal business with, who you come in contact with as far as explaining your profile, your finances. You want to be very careful because there are individuals out there who have the gift to gab, and they may appear as sheep, but deep within they're only wolves. And you've experienced this type of energy before, so you're familiar. So the Spirit is saying, don't allow the gift of gab and the soothing words and the good energy and the good chemistry you may feel from that person. You want to also look deep within and reflect on the past situations that have occurred. And then you can match, you can pinpoint the familiar spirits on how they try to come up again, to try to test you again to see if you have truly healed. So be very careful of that and make sure that you are dealing your finances with individuals and companies that are aligned in spirit as well. And you are going to feel this in your inner man, what feels good in spirit, not just in emotions, because you have done the work. You have done the healing work, not only through your finances, but you've done the healing work through your discernment, through your spirit man. So you've put in that work and you've increased and elevated in your faith. And your spirit team is definitely guiding you I see you all doing a lot of meditating, a lot of praying to make sure that you are in alignment so things don't happen like this again. I see that it did greatly scar you. And Spirit is saying that not to worry, your ancestors, your guides, they are leading you into the path to get the right people that are aligned for what you need for the projects that you're working on. Great connections are coming through for you. Great connections. The Spirit says that you have a unique style. The way you speak, the way you look, the way you give your messages is very unique. You have a extremely intuitive gift with what you do. I hear art. I hear art, some of you doing definitely unique, amazing art that has its own energy, its own style. The Spirit says just to go forward. Don't be scared. Don't procrastinate thinking about the things that you don't have. One thing that I did have to learn on this journey is work with what you have. You know, if you have pen and paper, start with that. You have your voice, start with that. Whatever you have, start with what you have, because you'll be amazed that that is exactly where the Spirit wants you to be. That's where the source wants you to be. So just start with what you have, and then you'll be amazed on how you can progress to get even more things that you need. But everything is a process, and through that process, it grooms us, it builds us completely. Spirit is also saying that through this, just using what you have, you're going to discover something great. So I see a lot of you collective, you're thinking that you need this or you don't have this. And the Spirit said, this is exactly what I want you to do. This is where I want you to be. Because when you use just what you have, you're going to figure something out. It's like a light bulb is going to just come, and it's going to open up a drastic opportunity. It's going to open up a door for you financially that is going to provide you with great security financially. And it's going to completely pull you away from that beginning energy of where you started with great damaged finances. So because you followed your intuition, you followed what you thought was right, you humbled yourself, you used what you have, and you kept going and you kept being persistent, it's going to land you somewhere great, somewhere where you have everything that you need, you have the desires of your heart, and you're going to realize that the lies that you faced before, because there was a time before you healed that you thought that this was impossible. I couldn't make money off of doing this. I couldn't make money off of, being an artist. And you're going to see that was all false. That was just an illusion in your mind, negative thoughts in your mind telling you that it was not possible. And you're going to see what you thought you could not make money off of, that talent that you thought you could not make money off of. You're going to be surprised that your ancestors, your spirit team, literally align the right tribe and souls to come to you to purchase your product, to support you, to believe in you, because the work that you possess, the gift that you have behind this project, it's definitely blessing others. So they are aligned, they are your tribe. So the Spirit is saying to continue to remain confident, remain focused, don't get distracted, keep going in faith, because you are in the right path. Your spirit team, your ancestors are guiding you in the right path. Also, remember to keep your boundaries. Keep your boundaries with people. Remember where you came from. Don't hold the past. However, it's always good to just remember where you came from so that you can pinpoint, different familiar energies. You can pinpoint the light from the dark. So maintain your boundaries. You know what you want more than anyone else. And don't be afraid to speak what you want. If you feel like, you don't want to go somewhere, you have that right to be bold enough to respectfully say to that person, hey, I'm a little busy. I'm just, not going to be able to make it tonight, but thank you so much, and so forth. These are just boundaries, not letting anyone's energies just run all over you and have you just, any and everywhere. When you are a divine individual, your life is guided by the source, is guided by your spirit team. It's just not random. It's not a random lifestyle, right? And others see this light coming from you and they want some of that energy, they want some of that light. It's not that they're doing it in a negative way, it's just you shine very bright and people want some of that brightness, they want some of that energy. But now you know who you are and you know how to manage. And the Spirit is saying to continue to keep those boundaries. You will be in the right place at the right time. So I want to say to you all that this is a second chance for you all. This is a new beginning for you all. You went through that first trial and it was a failure. However, it was a great win because through that failure, you learned so much. You became a stronger person. You became more in a place of confidence, increased in wisdom. And this is what you needed to go through to birth that pure essence within yourself, the person that you were really called to be, the things that you were really called to do, and the things that you were called to transform. So the Spirit is saying, this is a new beginning. This is a time to start over. Now you have the wisdom, you have the healed spirit in a lot of areas of your life, and your life is now balanced. And I also hear for some of you who are interested in love, companionship, I hear that coming for you too as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will talk to you next time. Peace, God.